Hello, I'm Eric Whitfield, and I'm going to be reading from the Loose Cannon Complete 3rd Edition. This video is going to be longer than the other ones so far. I'm going to read the entire book of the Tortellini Part 2. So let's get started. Chapter 1. It is written, back in the ancient days, the flying spaghetti monster enjoyed drinking with his human buddy, Abe. One night, Abe told the flying spaghetti monster he had to get up early in the morning and couldn't hang out with him all night. The flying spaghetti monster, who had had a few too many beers, was depressed and weepy. He said to Abe, "You're such a douche. What am I supposed to do the rest of the night? Dude, we'll chill tomorrow. It's no biggie," said Abe. "No, dude, it's not just this. You've really been a crappy friend lately." "Well, I got a family now. I got responsibilities. I can't always screw around and drink with you all the time." "Screw that, man. I'm your god. You need to prove your loyalty to me." "Okay, that's fair. What do you want me to do?" "Kill your son." "No way, man, I can't." "Do it." "Dude, do it," the flying spaghetti monster interrupted. "Really?" "Yeah, dude, you gotta listen to me. I'm your god." "All right," Abe said sheepishly. "Ah, you got punked. I wouldn't make you do that." "Ah, you should have seen your face when I said that." "Yeah. Instead, you have to chop off the tip of your boy parts." Abe laughed. "You're not getting me this time." The flying spaghetti monster giggled and took a drink. "Nope, totally cereal. It's like the fifth commandment. Your noodles shall not be bigger than mine." "But we didn't have commandments," Abe protested. "Shh. Okay, fine." And so Abe circumcised himself. Yeah, he did that to himself. The next day, after miraculously curing his hangover, the flying spaghetti monster remembered the shenanigans he pulled the night before and gave Abe a call. "Hey, dude, sorry about the shenanigans I pulled last night." "It's cool," Abe said. "You were pretty wasted." "Yeah, well, to make up for it, I've decided to give you and your descendants your own land." "Oh, sweet, dude. I've actually had my eye on Canaan." "No, dude. There's already people living there. What would you do? Kill them all?" No. Your promised land will be the sea, and you get the whole thing, but only on the condition that you and your descendants are pirates." "I like pirates." "Cool." "Yeah, man, it's a deal." And so the postament was made. Chapter 2. Generations later, due to a series of mishaps, Abe's descendants had not yet made it to the promised land. Moses Ronald Benton had just finished telling his pirate crew about the 8 I'd really rather you didn't. The flying spaghetti monster had another word with Moses. They finally left Black Mountain in Pocahontas County, West Virginia, and continued their journey to the promised land. They milled around for years trying to find the sea. Moses tried convincing them that if they had just walked in a straight line, they'd eventually hit the shore. But his crew would frequently grow impatient and insist they make turns here and there, and they just wound up constantly going around in big circles. When the quartermaster decided they should make a right at Charlottesville, Virginia, Mosey got fed up and finally put his foot down. "Guys, quit being backseat wanderers. We're walking straight from now on." "Captain," said the first mate, "sorry, but this is really getting aggravating. Maybe if we just had a beer or two." And so the flying spaghetti monster, taking pity on his followers, provided them with a keg and told Moses to tap it. But Moses, still frustrated, hacked it with his cutlass. Beer splattered everywhere, getting the pirates sticky and spilling all out onto the ground. "Dude," the flying spaghetti monster shouted from heaven, "what the hell? I try to do something nice for my people and you go and ruin it. Just for that, you're not allowed to see the promised land." Chapter 3. But pirate Moses remained cool and continued to fulfill his responsibility to his people. He prepared for their entrance into the promised land and trained his crew on the various piratical methods. He gave his officers great responsibilities in order to get them ready for commanding crews on the sea. He appointed the most devout of the men, the boatswain Joshua Rodney Stone, to be the future commodore of the pirate fleet. When they finally came within sight of the ocean, Moses sent lookouts upon to a hill to see if they would approach. But a storm was on the horizon, and the water was full of sea monsters. They decided to head back into the wilderness for a while. Unfortunately, they got lost again, and they wandered around 40 years before they got back to the shore. The flying spaghetti monster came to them and instructed them that they should build many ships and split the men along family lines into 12 crews. He then turned to Mosey and said, "Hey, dude, I was a little hungover and grumpy the day I said you weren't allowed in the promised land. If you want to go, it's cool." "No, your noodliness," said Mosey. "I messed up. It's only right that I stay behind. But I would like to renew the postament. We have remained loyal and become pirates like you wanted. Will you allow us to live on the promised land forever? Sure, said the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Sweet, said Mosey. The crew prepared to set sail into the promised land, and Pirate Mosey said goodbye and gave them one last suggestion. Hear, O pirates, the Flying Spaghetti Monster is our god. The Flying Spaghetti Monster is yum. And the pirate fleet under Commodore Joshua went forth into the sea and established a great dynasty of buccaneers. It's actually the end of Tortellini Part 2. This video wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. So, this is the end of this video.